Hey all, it's Ian here with the Sports Card Side Hustle, coming to you with another Top Hustle Play of the Week. This week, or the second half of this week, we're focusing on basketball and the NBA, and I'm going with Desmond Bane, and I'll explain why. I've already got his 1 year chart up here, but if you look at 6 months, it's been a dip since late last season. If you look at 3 months, pretty flat after a drop off near the beginning of that period, and 1 month and 2 weeks, almost no movement and no volume entering the season. But if we go look at that year, you'll see that as last season kicked off, you move out of the fall into the winter as he started playing more. He really heated up his player index, heated up all the way until about May 1st, and then when the Grizzlies started to falter and fall out of the playoffs there, he kind of crashed. But performance-based wise, the fans and the crowds and those collecting his cards really started to like Desmond Bane last year. He's the second best player on that team, I'd say, and he's really going to be a star, a young star. People are just taking note of his cards this year. I'm sorry, in the last year, really starting last winter. And the Grizzlies really have a chance to go far again. John Morant is blowing it up. But in just the third game of the season, Desmond Bane already caught fire and had 38 points in a big game where Ja also had 38 points. So I'm focusing on Desmond Bane because he's still kind of cheap, kind of affordable, where you can get his cards raw for the lower print runs and rookies, serialized, silvers, different variations for a good price. So let's go ahead and check some of those. So if we go to the Sports Cards Investors app, then the Sports Card Investors guys have a few apps. They have the Market Movers X, but they have this free version, so you don't have to pay if you want to go check this one. You can go find his Purple Ice Prizm, where there's only 175 serialized. That is the top ranked card of his right now, number 93 of all sports cards. And most recent sale, around 850 or 846. That was this summer. I would say if he starts to have any more games like he just had, you're going to see this card break $1,000. But when you go look at it raw, you should be able to find up or set up a snipe or a buy it now, pick it up for under 200. Check the centering, look at the pictures good, and then you have a chance at 4 times your money. And a 9 is still should at least break you even right now because there hasn't been a sale since last May. So look for trying to get that raw in the $150 range. Now let's go over to one where I might focus on because I see a good ratio. If we go to his fourth most popular card here right now in that app, the silver, I'm seeing has been down. Nobody's picked up on the fact that he might have another good season. He might have the same trend that he did at this time last year. That hasn't started yet. So PS9 is still dirt cheap. You can just buy those slabbed. But if you want to take a chance, get some good profit margins on some 10s, the most recent sale of a 10, just recently 200, that's going to go up in my mind. That's going to get back to the $250 to $300 range. You see, in September there was a $250 one. Back when his player index was much higher, those did break 300. And right now you can still get his silvers raw for under $30, right? There's one for $18.50 somebody picked up. The Hyper Prizm, all the prices seem to correlate about the same. So go ahead and check out those two if you want some that'll have decent margins. If you're able to pick up 3, 4, 5 of those for the under $30 range and you can't see any flaws, any significant flaws, they look like the centering's good, you're going to send them in and you're probably going to have a split between 9s and 10s. So to me, that's what I do. I don't go for one when they're affordable like this and they have a very good ratio to a 10. I get a few to even out where I was wrong. Like I've had where I think I got like 4 of a rookie silver like this. Send them in, I get 2 9s and 2 10s. So the 9s break even for now, and the 10s make you that outstanding profit margin where you could get graded with PSA right now for $30 or under. So one last tool to check out in the Market Movers X, where you do have to pay for this. There are some good deals here with buy it nows, right? You could get his Prizm Fast Break, a PSA 10, $385. They're selling that for a buy it now price of 25% below its last price. PSA 9 for his Purple Optic, $50. That's 20% almost below its last sale. And this is a guy who I think is about to start to rebound back up. The off season over. People forgot about him for a bit, but he just had 38 points. So go ahead. Now the thing about this deals portion in the Market Movers X app, it's really can't really consider auctions that well because they are what they are. They're an auction. So go ahead and find the price you're willing to pay. I go with raw. Find what you're willing to pay, find those raw deals and set a snipe like a little bit below that or at your limit, and then you'll get wins. You'll get where it sold at an off time. It sold at a time where it didn't get that best price for the seller, and you'll find some deals, and then you'll end up with those auction snipes, getting that great profit margin when you hit some 9s and 10s. So Desmond Bane is my pick of the week for Top Hustle Play of the Week. Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week with at least another Top Hustle Play, probably one for each sport. We'll hit the NFL and basketball. Please give us feedback, chime in, tell us what you think of our picks. We'll come back and check results of some